Hello, just want to come on here and do a short little video. I look very tired and stressed out. I just want to come over here and do a short little video on an update. I haven't posted on this particular channel in a very long time, very long time, but I am okay. Today is April 13th. I believe it's the 13th. April 15th, 2025. April 15th, 2025. And it's a little bit before 2 in the afternoon. And I just want to come over here and make a short little video, give an update on how I'm doing. I'm doing well. I am still currently living in Connecticut. I would like to be getting up out of here within the next few months, but I'm still in Connecticut. We're currently living in Waterbury, and I'm okay today. Been having some rough times financially, and we're getting through it, and God is making a way, but it is very difficult, it's very hard, and I feel a shift in what I feel a shift, and I feel like God is really wanting to do and make some changes in my life, but I just need my spouse to be on board with them. I feel like we need to make a leap, and it will be a leap of faith, but I definitely believe that I'm just getting right into it. But I definitely believe that God will be in it. I definitely believe God will be in it. So other than that, I'm hanging in there. Life has been tough lately. I'm dealing with some serious health things going on. I got some tests coming up this coming Monday, and I'm very nervous about it. Very nervous about it. I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I do believe God. I do believe God, and I believe that God, in all that we do and all that we go through, I believe that God has a purpose behind. I believe there's a purpose behind everything that we go through, whether it be good, bad, or in the middle. I believe there's a purpose behind it, and I believe that in everything that we go through, good, bad, or in the middle, that God has a purpose, and God is always in it. And He, I believe He's He's the driving force behind it, and and at the end of the day, I believe that God is going to get the glory out of all things. So as of today, I am dealing with some health issues. I have a test coming up on Monday. I pray that this isn't like a post that I'm making that I'm gonna continue to have to do updates on this particular maybe health issue, that everything works out. But in my heart, deep in my heart, and through prayer and God, He shows me things through dreams and visions, and I honestly believe that this is going to be a journey for me. But I trust God. I trust God. And when I say that, I want to cry. But I don't want to cry because I don't believe it. And I'm afraid. I trust God. And that is it gives me a sort of a comfort when I say I trust God. I trust Him, and I know that if God takes me from here to there, or if He leaves me right here and He's standing there, I believe He knows that I have enough strength, and He's given me enough abilities to make it from here to there, if that makes sense. So I trust God, and I trust Him that He has my back, and that my steps are ordered. And the Lord told me many years ago, it's been 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, when I was pregnant with my youngest daughter. He told me that he will never leave me nor forsake me. And I believe that. I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe that every day. And some days it's harder to believe than others, but he reminds me that he will never leave me nor forsake me. And I believe that. So as of today, I am trusting God. And I'm trusting him through this process. And I honestly feel like God I don't know, like, I just feel like he just is doing something. I feel like God is doing something. And like, it's like sometimes, like, you know, when I moved to Virginia, like, I had to really step out on faith. I literally moved to Virginia with 2 children with just enough money to pay my rent, my security deposit, which was like, you know, altogether like maybe $700, an EBT card, and maybe another $100 or $200 a little extra in my pocket. So basically, I moved to Virginia with less than $1,000, with 2 children, with an EBT card. And some people may say that that's stupid, irresponsible, blind faith, but I feel like it all worked out. And even if I ended up back here in Connecticut, it all worked out. Like, I grew. I matured. Like, I went through some bad experiences, and I went through some things that, like, I quite don't understand still to this day. But, like, it grew me up. And so I know, and through that also increased my faith to show me that God is always with me, because I was never not once able to feed my children. We never not once, even though we went through some periods of homelessness, we never not once had to sleep in the car. My children never not once was taken from me and put in any like DCF care, I did my very best, and I took care of my children, and they ate, and they slept in a safe environment every night, and they are thriving today, and they are amazing human beings, and I'm very proud of both of them, and they mean everything to me, and they are the driving force behind the fact that I will forever keep pushing until I can't anymore. So until God says amen. So other than that, I'm good. I'm out of work right now, and I've been out of work for a couple days now, and I just pray that this season right here is, it doesn't linger. And if it does, I pray that God gives me the strength, the ability, the patience, the endurance to continue to keep moving and going. And in my body, I don't feel well. I don't feel my strongest. Like, I feel, and I see the stress on me. Yeah. It's been tough, man. This time in my life right here has been the toughest time in my life. And I've been through some tough shit. I've been through some tough stuff. And I've been through some times where I've been like, I didn't even know how I was going to make it the next day. And it probably didn't even want to make it half of the time. But this has been, my hands are so ashy. This has been very difficult for me. This has been very difficult, and I feel aged, and I feel worn, and I feel tired, and it's like, I don't know the outcome I don't know what life just feel like it's just kind of spinning out of control. But I know that God, I know he has to be the driving force behind the season I'm in. And I just want my life to get better and less stressful. And I know, you're going to have periods where things, it's part of growing. It's part of life. Life is not going to always be, life is not always going to be what you would desire it to be. But I pray that I make it through this season and I make it through victoriously, and I can use this season in my life to inspire someone and to encourage someone. I'm sorry I'm not looking at the camera. I'm sitting at the Dunkin' Donuts. I just got me a refresher. So I'm just sitting here and I'm just kind of looking around and I'm reflecting, but I'm definitely present. This season of my life is such a, at times, so intolerable. Like, I feel like it would be just so much better to be out of my skin. And I'm not saying like out of my skin in death, but just in some days, so out of my skin in death, but like out of my skin, like just somewhere else. I've never been a drinker. I've never been a person that liked to smoke or do drugs, or I've never been a cigarette smoker. I've never been that person. But like, I see at this point in my life how easy it could be to fall into those types of temptations, because I see it. I can tell why people fall into those temptations, because when you are constantly under stress, it's like your body. I remember I told Gio one day, I said, I feel like I want to smoke some marijuana. And he was like, absolutely not. And I'm like, why? He said, no. And I told him, I said, you know what? Some days with the stress we're under financially and physically and emotionally and, things I'm going through with my body, I sometimes feel like I want to smoke some marijuana to feel in emotion other than the emotion that I'm feeling. Like, I want to feel something different. And I don't know if anybody can relate or understand what I'm saying, but like, sometimes you want to feel some type of emotion other than the emotion that you're feeling. And now I understand at 47 why people drink, why they smoke, why they have other, outlets, of forms of like venting or something. And it's like, I know that like I gotta get into something else. So I was like, Lord, I've always liked video diary, always like vlogging, to an extent. I don't like the editing part, but it is so therapeutic, because I definitely do not want to ever become a person that smokes marijuana just to feel something other than stress, because that brings on its own form of stress. And I definitely do not want to ever become a drinker. No, baby. No. So, and I'm not judging nobody. It's just not for me. So I saw enough of that growing up. And I had to say that. I started not to say it, but I've seen and experienced enough of bad behaviors growing up. So I'm all set. So, other than that, I'm making it through. Today's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm so glad I decided to get up and like go out for a little while, because I enjoy the sun. I love the sun. The sun gives life and it gives growth. And I just got a thought. I love the sun. I love the warmth of it. I love the way it feels on your body, on your back. I've been saying this since I was a teenager. I don't like all the heat that is associated with the sun, but I love the way it feels. And it just seems like, for me, the sun wakes something up in me. Like, it's like almost like a charger to me. It brings me alive. So I was thinking, how the sun comes out. Like, this time of year, we're coming into spring. The sun comes out and we get the rain, and then you start seeing the little buds come up in the grass. I'm looking at the grass, and you start seeing the trees blossom and the flowers that died during the winter. And it's like seasons. That's a season. And the winter time, when the fall comes in, things start dying, and the leaves fall off the trees, and the flowers die, and the birds go in. You don't see them that much. You don't see particular type of birds and stuff. And that's the fall season. Then the winter, the trees are completely bare. There's no flowers. There's no grass. And then the spring start coming in, and it starts raining. And the rain, who likes the rain? So I feel like I'm in those seasons in my life of the rain. And then, so I'm just praying like, Lord, let this be my season of restoration. And I'm looking at this grass right here, and this grass ain't been up all winter. Now it's coming up because it's been raining here, and the sun is out. It's going to grow, and we're going to start seeing the beautiful blossoms, and things are going to blossom. And Lord, let that be my testimony. Let that be the season I'm in, because I need to see growth, because I'm getting to a point where if I don't see growth soon, I don't want to move on my own contingents. Like, I don't want to because sometimes you could be so uncomfortable. I was watching a vlog with somebody, and they did that, like an ice thing. They got into this cold water, and she couldn't even stand it. She just literally put her feet in, couldn't stand it, jumped out. And it's like, I don't want to be so uncomfortable in this season. Let's say God is growing me up, and he's trying to prune me and bring some things out of me. I don't want to be so uncomfortable in this season that I move in a haste before he allows it. Or, I don't want to move on my own, but I feel like God want me to like, and I'm not saying we move out of Connecticut, things are going to just fall in line, but I feel like things are going to start falling in line better than they are here. And I believe that with my whole heart. And I don't know how to, I don't know how to prove or show that to him, but I feel like God is kind of like, I feel like God is kind of trying to show him that may be the move you need to make. I do. And we don't have any children with us right now. We don't have any small babies. It's just us. So if we wanted to go, we're not McDonald's people, but basically we can survive off of really nothing. Like, even if we had to go get a Planet Fitness membership for a month, even if we had to go get a Planet Fitness membership for a month, it's so uncomfortable, I don't even want to think about it. But I believe God. Even if we had to get a Planet Fitness membership for a month, and sleep in a car, I believe God, like I do. And I know for me, I need to become a better steward over my money and in my finances. But I like things. I like to spend, and that's why I need to put myself in a position where I can have more so I can do more. Have more so I can do more. And I do believe that I have the ability within me to do it. I don't know. I could say a lot, but I'm gonna I want to start vlogging more. I want to start being more present. And I want to do it with the intentions on, oh my God, I want to vlog so this can make me thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars each month. I want to do it because it's good for me, and it's good for me to communicate, talk, and get some things out, and hear myself speak life into, and not just in here, hear myself say that I am amazing, and I know that this is just a season, and God, I've been through tough seasons before, and God allowed me and helped me get through it, and I'm going to prevail. Like, I need to say that out loud, and I need to hear it when it comes out my mouth. I am going to make it through this season, and I am going to be able to be an example to other women that though adversities, and hear what I said, though adversities come, you will make it through. Though adversities come, you will make it through. I don't feel like I'm living in my purpose, but I definitely know I have the potential to live in my purpose. And I feel like there's a lot of different things that are preventing me from living in my purpose. It's the position I'm in. This city of, I was born, raised here in Connecticut, but I feel like that I could do so much better somewhere else. Like, I just feel like I'm not thriving here. Like, I feel like I'm in a box. Like, I feel like I'm not, I always did better when I was away from home, meaning Connecticut, because it just puts a fire in me where, honey, you ain't got nobody else but yourself, so you better go hard. Like, I'm gonna be okay, and actually I'm gonna be more than okay. I'm gonna be who God want me to be. So, and I know I have great potential, and I know that I'm not where I want to be or should be, but I believe that I will be where I should be, want to be, and where God wants me to be. I believe that. So, Lord put me in a position to where, and I want my life to be an example of not what and what not to do, but inspiration. Like, you got this. Like, it's almost like how we look at, and I'm not, referring to myself as anything biblical, but our lives are biblical. Our lives are biblical. So, it's like the Bible stories we hear of, like Samson and Delilah, or just different Bible stories of David in the lion's den, how those stories inspire us to know that we must keep going. I want my life to be that for my daughters. Like, adversities, although adversities may come, and they will come, although adversities will come, you will make it. And one day I want to see, and I will see my grandchildren when my children start having children. And I will be able to teach them and tell them about their ancestors and love on them and inspire them and cook them things and make them cookies, and for the first time figure out how to make cookies from scratch and cakes, and just give them memories of me that they will forever never forget. I want to see that. I want to see my daughters get married, and I want to be there with such pride and not be a memory. I don't ever want to be a memory. Oh, let me tell you about your grandma, or let me, no, I want my children to experience me, and I want my children to experience me here on earth. And God willing, that will be so, God willing, that will be so. So I love my kids. I love my kids. I love my children. I love my children. I love my children. And I'm telling you, like, there is no greater or deeper love. So I know that me here on earth, if I love my children the way I do, and it's deep, baby. Sometimes it scares me. Sometimes the love that I have for my children scares me. And not in like a bad way. It's so deep. I love my kids. I love them. I love my children. And I would lay down my life for them any day, any second, any minute. I love my children. So if I feel that deep love for my children, then how much more our Father in heaven? And sometimes what just came to me, he has to allow some type of suffering so we can grow up. It's just like my oldest daughter. If she calls me and says, and if I have it, I'm going to give it to her, especially for food or something, or gas, she got that. Even if I got to go without, that's a parent. But some suffering you have to allow because, they got to grow up. I never would have ever wanted my oldest daughter to be leaving here and moving to Ohio, I drove down there with her when she first moved there because I wanted to make sure she got there safely. I wanted to see where she was going to be living, and I wanted to, and investigate the environment, and I did that. And I'm glad I did because it all worked out. But she needed to grow, and I feel like it has been uncomfortable for her, but it's allowing her to grow and mature, and it's not healthy for us to always be coddled. And even by our Heavenly Father, He cannot always coddle us. And this season in my life, I'm going to have to get myself out of it. And I just want God to give me the strength here. Why I look like my eye? I want God to give me the strength here because it all starts here with me. I don't know about nobody else. I could be dead tired, but if here, my physical body can be tired. But if here is in tune, I got this. So, and all that I said, it's like I need here to get strong, and the only way for me, it's environmental. Lord, I need, when you are connected. If it was just me, I would be going, baby. Let me tell you, if I was single, dust. Honey, listen, it'd be so much doggone dust because I'll be moving fast. But when you are connected to someone and also their life and their destiny, you need them to see the vision. And Lord, I believe that He's starting to see the vision. But Lord, I need you to reveal it to Him even more. And it's like we don't have much money saved, but we got a little bit of money that we can do something with. And we can go somewhere and we can make it work. And even if it's just for 6 months to do and get where we need to get, I believe God. I'm telling you, I believe God. And I know and I trust that God has us. I do. I also feel like we're not married. and we love each other and we want to be married. There's nothing holding us back from marriage. Just life and finances and being busy and being tired and working, and it's just a lot, and it makes no sense to nobody else but it makes sense. But I believe if we were married, things would be, I just feel like maybe things would be differently. And I just think that that's probably just but then when you marry, you really moving on somebody else's time. Because I couldn't be married and thinking, oh, I might want to just go off to Virginia for a few months and try to get some shit done for us. I would really have to consult him. And I do now, but it would really be more intense because that's my husband and I can't just be, moving how I want to move. But I'm praying. Like, I just feel like this little bit of money we got right now is about to come in. We need to go. We need to rent us a small U-Haul. Lord, I'm speaking it. We need to get us a little small U-Haul and put the things that are very important to us. I ain't talking about no stupid crap nonsense. Small U-Haul. And put everything in there and make it work. And get in there and go. And go. Just go. And where we going, we'll have a car within a week or two. I'll be right back. Okay, so I want to close this video out. I had got a phone call, so I had to take it. It was my little brother, William. So yeah, I hope you can hear me. I have you in my headphones, but that's dead. So yeah, I had adversities. I think I was speaking on adversities and how they happen, and that we got to make it through it and pray and then ask God to help us and and not give up. So basically that's where I'm at. I'm back home. I'm sitting outside the house and I'm about to go into this dungeon. I don't like where I live right now, but I know that it will be better because I'm about to get the heck up out of here, baby. Yeah. I'm about to get the heck up out of here. When I tell you that I'm about to fly up out of this cuckoo's nest, I'm about to fly up out of this cuckoo's nest. Matter of fact, I'm going to do a video one day. I'm going to come out here and I'm just going to record where we live right now. And it's because 6 months from now, when I'm no longer in this position, I want to remember with gratefulness. And that's dead. So that's that. So at the end of the day, God is in control. And that's that. So I'm gonna vlog. I might do a video or something later. And I follow a few vloggers and I often hear them say, just vlog where you at. It don't have to be the best. It don't have to be the best this, the best that, whatever. And I have lived in much better situations. So this is beneath my standards of living for me right now. But it's gonna get better. So that's that. I love everybody. If you haven't subscribed and you see this video, please subscribe. And don't subscribe so I can get to a certain amount of viewers. Subscribe because I try to keep it motivating and encouraging, and I want people to see my growth and from here to there. And I want people to see my growth, and I want people to see my growth, and I want it to be inspiring and because, you know, I know it's a lot of younger mothers and a lot of older women. We can relate to each other. I've been a mother before. I've raised kids by myself. We can relate. I'm an older woman now. I'm still going through things. My kids are gone. They're starting their own lives, and I'm trying to figure out mine. We can relate. So with that being said, subscribe. And if you see this video and there's anything you want to ask me, or any advice, or anything, leave it in the comments and we can talk about it. And hopefully, no, I'm not gonna say hopefully, one day I will get to a point where I can do a live on my channel. And when I get to that point where I can do a live, listen, y'all gonna get sick of me, but it's gonna be fun, because I'm gonna be popping up on them lives and I'm gonna be like, look, today is a day, and it's a day is a day. You know, I like to be transparent, but within reason. Like, I like to be transparent, but within reason. And life gonna get better. Everybody have a blessed day. My skin looks a little rashy to me, but it's not though. I don't know. But I love everybody. Everybody have a good day. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you come across my video even a year from now, I hope something I said, something gives you enlightenment. Have a blessed day. Love you.